Bruce Willis has been one of the biggest stars in Hollywood for several decades. The action star and A-lister has been as reliable a box office draw as anyone, from his legendary character of John McClane in the Die Hard series to his more dramatic performances in movies like The Sixth Sense. But sadly, Bruce has had to step back from the world of acting in 2022. This was because he was recently diagnosed with a form of cognitive brain impairment known as aphasia. The condition is known to potentially affect the way a person speaks, communicates, and understands others. And so Willis has essentially been forced into an early retirement. Join Facts First as Bruce Willis's wife shares heartbreaking health update. In March of 2022, the entertainment world was shocked when it was recently revealed that megastar actor Bruce Willis was stepping back from his acting career due to a diagnosis of a cognitive condition known as aphasia. The condition affects a person's ability to speak, which makes acting virtually impossible. Millions of fans gave an outpouring of love for the veteran A-lister, and his family rallied around him. The original post. The information about Willis's health was first posted on Instagram by his family. Specifically, his daughter, Rumor, posted a photo of Bruce on her account. She revealed her father was suffering from aphasia, which makes communication very difficult. As such, she told the world that since the condition is affecting his cognitive abilities, he'd be forced to retire. She went on to talk about how his condition, as well as his decision to step away from the acting world, was causing his family to go through an intensely difficult time. But she expressed love and gratitude for the support the family and Bruce were already getting from fans, saying that as they continued to deal with this difficult time as a family, they felt they should bring Bruce's fans into the loop. The post was not only signed by Rumor, but also her mom, Bruce's ex, Demi Moore, as well as his other kids and current wife, Emma Hemming. Emma's immediate reactions. Shortly after the Willis family post about Bruce's condition, People magazine published information given to them by a source close to the family. It had to do with Emma's plans on moving forward with her husband in a more incapacitated state. The source said that not only did the blended family intend to spend as much time together as possible and support each other, but that Emma was, more than ever, thankful for the daughters she shares with Bruce. In fact, days after the Instagram announcement of Bruce's retirement, the whole family gathered to celebrate Emma and Bruce's daughter Mabel's birthday. The young girl turned 10 that day, and the family came together to make sure they celebrated the happy event as a family unit and to try to forget about Bruce's troubling diagnosis, at least for a bit. That focus on happy moments seems to be a prime goal for the family, as they feel it will help the process of living their new reality together. Another person close to the Willis family told People magazine that the goal of the family is also to rally around Bruce, to be able to support him in whatever ways he needs. And a third person, close to Emma, told the media outlet that Bruce was so fortunate to have the family he has. They pointed out there couldn't possibly be a better group of people to be supportive and helpful to him. They also said Emma's part in this is huge, and despite the tragedy of having to experience the decline of a spouse, she was doing the best she could. And she's especially trying to keep it together for Bruce's sake. Emma's more recent revelations. National Grief Awareness Day happened recently, and Emma Hemming took the opportunity to share how she's been doing in the wake of her husband's condition. She put up an Instagram post that documented the last 3 months' activity for her and her family. It was in the form of a montage set to Aretha Franklin's rendition of I Say a Little Prayer. As the images played through, viewers could see her caption, which was all about the process of self-discovery that she and her family were all going through as of late. She wrote about the nature of grief and how it can be a paralytic. She assured her followers that she was deeply affected by it and yet learning the best ways to live with it. She also mentioned something her stepdaughter Scout told her. That was that grief is not necessarily a bad thing. In fact, it's perhaps the most telling sign of deep and unending love for someone. She ended by adding a wish for her followers and all fans of Bruce, which was that she hoped her words would help them find solace in whatever grief they're going through. Before we tell you more, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to Facts First if you haven't already. Impromptu Harmonica Jam. In August of 2022, Emma updated fans with a video on Instagram that featured Bruce Willis doing one of his favorite activities, playing the harmonica. And for Willis, harmonica and music have been much more than a hobby. Not only is Bruce a skilled actor and action star, but he's also a veteran professional musician. He came out with an album in 1987 that was called The Return of Bruno. It was a blues-based album that featured appearances from stars like Booker T. Jones, the Pointer Sisters, and the Temptations. And it was released in one of the peaks of his career, the late 80s, when Willis was not only starring in the hit show Moonlighting, but had also broken out as a major action star from the first Die Hard movie. Because of that, his album garnered a lot of interest and sold a lot of copies. It went gold in the US, peaking at the number 14 spot on the Billboard chart. It even went to number 4 in the UK. Reviews of the album were mixed, with most people finding it an enjoyable, if not kitschy release that was a fun listen. Willis later released a less successful album in 1989 called If It Don't Kill You, It Just Makes You Stronger. In the Instagram post put up by Emma, Bruce was shown sitting on some indoor steps playing blues harmonica while family friend and fellow musician Derek Richard Thomas strummed the acoustic guitar and sang. Along with the video, Emma posted a caption that read, "Their talent is speaking for itself. I'll just leave this here." Other Instagram posts. Emma also posted an Instagram photo that showed Bruce and Rumor in a loving father-daughter embrace. She captioned that photo with B-Dub and that firstborn love. She also included another photo that showed her daughters with Bruce, Mabel Ray and Evelyn, alongside Rumor and Bruce's musician buddy, Derek Richard Thomas, all sitting outside on a Sunday summer afternoon. So clearly the family is continuing to live life to the fullest and share as much time together as they can, as they struggle through the difficult journey of Bruce's battle with aphasia. Aphasia. Many of Bruce's fans have wondered about the nature of this condition as well as its potential causes. But the Willis family has been quiet about whether or not they are aware of the causes of the condition. What is known is that aphasia can drastically change the way a person is able to communicate. It happens by not only limiting your speech, but also by affecting your ability to understand other people when they talk. It can also make it increasingly difficult for people to communicate through writing and even to understand the written word. Some of the underlying conditions that have been known to cause it are Alzheimer's disease, brain tumors, or even a stroke or head injury. But the Willis family has not so far released any information as to whether Bruce is known to have any of those issues. What's likely is that if this condition worsens, he'll be treated with speech therapy. He'll likely also be helped out with communication skills by being taught ways to utilize nonverbal communication. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite Bruce Willis movie? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Factsverse if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.